This is a vise, this is a pine squirrel skin, I'm a human being, and we're going to use these two things to create pine squirrel leeches. This is the value super saver video where we're going to tie two different versions of this fly. And while we're on the topic of value and saving, just go ahead and get pine squirrel skins. It's going to sting a lot less than buying like 87 bags of pine squirrel. This is cut in the micro size. There's two different colors on this one, so make sure to look at the product before you buy it. If you can't, well, I guess you're out of luck. Without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, let's get wild. I got a Tiemco 5263 in the vise. That's a 3XL shank length. I have 6/0 Semperfli Nano silk on the bobbin, and we're just gonna come in here and start about an eye width behind the eye. Super scientific. We're just gonna wrap this back. Let me get my handy dandy trusty scissors here. We're just gonna snip this tag end off. It's an absolute disaster on the bench. All right, we're gonna keep wrapping. They're not touching. You can see this on this macro lens. Who cares? I'm just gonna spin it to the left. I'm right-handed. And I'm just gonna stop right in front of the old hook point. Then what I'm gonna do is off camera, I'm gonna grab one strand of red Flashabou. I'm gonna double it over once, and then I'll double it over twice. Very nice, that's a rhyme. And then I'm just gonna cut it up, and then I'll double it over again so I get 8 strands. So I screwed this up somewhere, it doesn't matter, we all make mistakes. This is real fly tying, live, uncut, raw. Oh gosh, this is an absolute nightmare. So I folded my Flashabou onto the thread, and you're gonna see that pop into view here. Oh, there it is. And I'm just gonna bring this back to right about where the hook barb should be. I'm just gonna let that ride. If you recall earlier, we were talking about pine squirrel skins. So if you have bits and pieces of them, you can tie the tail and then tie the body separately. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna cut off one long piece and I save all the scraps. So what we're gonna do is come in here with a piece of PSL, actually, or just PS, measure out a hook shank length. This should all fit. So we're gonna measure out a shank length, and then I'm gonna part the hairs just like that. Stack it right on top of this mylar or Flashabou, whatever it is. One, really, this is why I like the Semperfli, reef down on this thing. So this is pretty unmanageable with this, but I have a Renzetti Master Vise, so I can just put that in the material clip. All right, so I'm gonna come back in front of this hide bump. This is not gonna mess your taper up that much with this fly. So we're good. So I'm just gonna come back here and I'm gonna stop right in front of the eye. I'll let that hang out for a sec. All right, this right here is a major key. I'm gonna come in with some super glue. Just do a little dab across the top. And now I'm just gonna do touching wraps. Try not to get the hair on the glue. It's not the end of the world. I mean, this is, you know, you could use the rotary feature on this. I'm just not gonna do that. But live your truth. Be who you are and be that well. So I'm just now doing these touching wraps. As I palmer this forward, you can stroke it back a little bit. Gorgeous. So right when I get starting to get behind the eye, I don't want to crowd it. I'll separate some hair. Couple loose wraps, really wrench down, and then I'll bring a thread wrap in front of the hide. Just give it a little cut. Pull all this back. All I'm doing is just covering up this hide. Good enough. We're going to take a little dab of super glue. Just hit it. Hit the thread. Again, good enough. One wrap, and I'm just going to do a 4-turn whip finish. Oh wow, that is garbage from the last time I was fly tying. So we don't want that up in the mix. So remember to clean your tools, everybody. All right, we got all the nonsense out of the way. We're just going to come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Seat it. That super glue is already dry. Just going to trim that off. Who cares if the head looks white? Then I'm going to pick up the tail, and I like it just shy of the end. I missed a couple, whatever. Boom. Done. There is a size 8 pine squirrel leech in the vise. Alright, for all my Euro party people, let's get into it. This is one of the easiest flies you could possibly tie. I'm not even going to add flash. So I have a size 10 Fullingmill Jig Force long in the vise with a 3.8 millimeter bead. I'm just going to come right behind here, and this isn't pretty, but I'm doing it. I'm just building a thread dam. Alright, that's good enough. Come in here, I'm going to trim excess thread, and I'm just going to wrap this all the way to where the barb should be. If I want it to lay down flat, I can unwind it just like I did. Alright, micro pine squirrel in black. Now this is a jig hook, so it's going to ride point up. So I'm going to flip the hide upside down. And lock this bad thing into place. Just 3 wraps. You can hit it with super glue if you want. I'm not going to. Alright, pull that back. Get all up in it. And just spiral wrap forward. Don't worry about that weird bump, okay? And then same thing. Oh wait, super glue. How could I forget? Boom, super glue's in there. You could use the rotary feature. I'm not going to like in the last one, but that is mostly because I'm using this macro lens, trying to take this stuff to the next level. The problem is with this, all these long fibers poking out, unlike my midge videos, the fibers closest to you will be out of focus, but you guys get the concept. Oh man, I'm rolling the dice with this hide. I'm almost gonna run out. Barely made it. I'm gonna wrench down on that. And you can get pretty aggressive behind the bead. Alright, so now that that's in there, and all that hair will really lie down when you get it wet. Alright, hit it with super glue. I probably put like 5 gallons on there. Just gonna let that seep in there. We're gonna grab our whip finishing tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Pull it. And you'll feel that really seat behind the bead. So that's what it's gonna look like when it's in the water. It's gonna ride hook point up. It's gonna just seduce so many fish. In my opinion right now, it looks like absolute trash, but once it gets wet, those fibers will slick back. It'll look bin quality every time, but who cares? It's a quick, fast fly, catches a ton of fish. I know you're gonna like it. Hashtag it's always leech season. Congratulations, you just tied yourself 2 different pine squirrel leeches. Euro-nymph them, indicator fish them as dry flies. I don't care. Live your truth. It's a great pattern. It's an absolute staple in my guide boxes. Fish eat them literally everywhere, or your money back, although you didn't pay for this. But you should like and subscribe. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. One love.